it's Pretty Honey here, and I wanted to do a get ready with me. Before we get started, I wanted to explain my beautiful mask. I am a very clumsy person. That's about all I have to say. I really just, so yeah. Anyways, I look like trash, and it's good because it's one of my lazy days. It's a Monday, and yeah. So I wanted to do a get ready with me where we just kind of talk, because I feel like there's some important things that I need to address. I can hear people. Like, that's what we get when we're gonna do a get ready with me. I deserve this. Anyways, today I did want to talk about something a little more serious. A few weeks ago, depending on when I post this, National Mental Illness Week, I think, was, I'm gonna kill myself. No, guys, that's not funny. Anyways, National Mental Illness Week was a few weeks ago, and I wanted to do a video on it. I just never got around to it. I never had the time to. So I'm kind of doing it now, and I know it's very late, and you're like, well, you know, it's bullshit. I know I don't even have that many viewers, but I feel like this is a really important thing. Even if you're going back to my videos for some reason, or even if you're just kind of wandering through YouTube and you're in a bad place, please listen. Because firsthand, I know what it's like to feel like you're alone and have shit going on and you feel like you're completely out of control of your own life. Because sometimes you are. I get it. I really get it. Right now is so one of those times for my life. I was going great, I was happy, and it was lit, and then one little thing fell apart and I was like, oh my god. And so I'm gonna let you guys in on a big ass secret of mine, and that is my biggest fear. So, you know, if you ever, for some reason, go out on a date with me, probably not, but you'd be like, you know, how you trade those cheesy questions. Well, what is your biggest fear? Mine is to be alone. I am deeply afraid of being alone. Romantically and physically, without friends, without family, and now, right now, I feel more alone than I ever have because I had everything going right, and then one person was just like, bam! So I feel alone right now, but that's okay. The reason I made my channel was to make sure that you guys didn't feel alone. I didn't want you to feel alone because growing up, I didn't have the best childhood, and I guess this is a little more into why I made YouTube, but it's like, I didn't have a good childhood going on, and let's be honest, I didn't. I was being bullied at school, and I know that's like, oh yeah, a white girl who's like, huh, they called me fat. No guys, I was getting bullied to the point where I was kicked down and beaten the shit out of because I had a short haircut, and they were like, oh, lesbian. And I have a big mouth, and I will defend myself. That was my problem, but I was a more shy person back then. So I would come home at the end of the day, and I would, you know, have a shit day at school. I would have been, you know, get in a fight, do something terrible, something happened. You know, they were making fun of me pretty heavily. And I'll make another video, that hurts like hell by the way guys. I'll make another video about that some other time of what really ended up happening, but that's a lot deeper part of my life, for me. And I love you guys, but I am not ready, and I'm not there yet. But I would come home after that and just have my family go off on me. I won't get into also why my family wasn't a good family life, because I don't want to change their lives in any way or shape or form. So yeah, I would come home, have that all happen, and I'd be dead inside. I'd be broken. I wouldn't be able to focus. I wouldn't be able to work. I wouldn't be able to do schoolwork. I just kind of sat there. I was like, I don't know if I can keep going. I don't know if I even should keep going. Dang, this isn't working. So, so it's not funny. So a thing about me too, we're getting so many off on tangent stories, is when I am trying to talk about something serious, I try to make light of it because I find it so uncomfortable to talk. I'm hiccuping, guys. I'm not crying yet. I find it so uncomfortable to, you know, like, have these moments. So, anyways, I would come home and I would just be done. At the end of the day, it'd be dark and I'd be alone. And this was when I was young. I was either in middle school and high school, and I was like, you know what, I can't take this. And I won't explain because I know a lot of you are sitting there and you're nodding and you're understanding how you feel. And it's the worst feeling in the world. It really is, and I feel it. And the thing was that, you know, I had friends, but after everything I went through, the people who started bullying me were my friends. They turned around because they wanted to be popular and started picking on me. I get it, you know, you're kids, you want to be cool, but, you know, I couldn't handle it well because I had made family at school because I didn't have the best family life at home, you know? So having them turn their back on me was like just losing everything you worked so damn hard for. And that's how I feel right now. Not as bad, because I'm older and I have a lot more friends that support me. And I won't say, like, I don't want to explain this right now. I'm trying to move on from it, but okay, so I feel like that right now. I feel very alone. I feel like everything that I had going was ripped away from me. I feel like my life is barely holding on. But the point is, when I was telling my sad-ass little childhood bullying story, the thing was though, I would go home and God bless, our school was an electric school and they gave us laptops, and I would go on YouTube and I would watch people like Sky Does Minecraft, and I'd watch people like Shane Dawson. And for the first time in days, in the whole day, I would smile and I would laugh, and it made me feel alive and it made me feel good, because I felt so broken, guys. And I'm sorry, this is so emotional for me, because I haven't shared my story with anybody other than people I was super close to. So, you know, getting the story out here, very helpful for me. But the point is, I made YouTube so that people can laugh and people can cry and they can feel, because I know secondhand too what it's like to feel nothing at all because you are so dark, because everything around you is just falling apart. And I know that's what one of my friends is going through right now. And you just feel dark and you feel numb and you want to feel something. And so you do some bad things. And a lot of you I know are going through that right now. But I have news, and I need to take my own advice right now, and the news is that gets better, that emptiness gets better. But the reason I made YouTube was for you all to laugh, for you to cry, for you to feel something other than this darkness that I understand more than anybody what it feels like. I wanted to link a suicide hotline below, and I wanted to link, oh man, I can't think of it now. It's just a place you can talk and just talk about your emotions, because you need someone to talk to, and I get it. Sometimes mom and dad aren't the people you should talk to, because mom and dad are the people who are causing the problems. I get it 100%. And sometimes we can't talk to our friends, because if you're like me, you have to be the bigger person, you have to be strong all the time, because my friends suffer from depression and I have to be the strong one so that they know they're okay. And I've been dealing with that a lot lately right now. So yeah. Obviously I have people to talk to, but if you guys don't, and I'm always here for right now, and my channel's small, so if you guys ever feel like one is crappy, let me see if I can, maybe it'll fix it, I don't know. I hope this fixes it. I don't really like recording on my phone. My camera died. I've been having problems with this other camera, and I know I was like so on a roll, feeling myself like empowered, but yeah, my other camera died. I'm getting a new one, so you know, upgrades so we can finally be a good YouTube channel together, my friends. But not yet. Gotta wait. We'll wait this out together though. So yeah, and hopefully by then, you know, my quality will be so much better. And I hate when this happens. Whoops. That's so sad. Like RIP my makeup. Okay. So yeah, I hope it'll be better. Anyways, I want to go back to what we were talking about, because I find what we were saying extraordinary. I'm sorry, this is such an awkward view. But I find what we were saying is such an extraordinary thing, and it's such an important thing to talk about. Okay, so, like I was saying, I'm always here for you guys, no matter what, because I know what it's like to go through firsthand, what it's like. And another thing is, I'm gonna link some stuff down below. It's just, there's a place you can even just text somebody and be like, hey, I'm in a bad place, I need to talk to somebody, and they'll listen. The suicide hotline, if it gets that bad, man, don't do it. Your story's not over. I get it, man. It's not. I know how it feels. I know you feel like you're at the end of your wits, you're done, you can't take it, it sucks, every day sucks. Nobody's helping you. But dude, I'm here, and a lot of people are here. They are here, down in the description, they want to help you. And the truth is, when I was younger, I was like, this is it, this is a shit, it's not gonna get better. Guys, it gets better. I swear to God, it gets better. I'm living proof that it gets better, and I still suffer sometimes, not all the time, you know, I have those good days, but I still suffer really hard from being sad and the things that happen in my past, and sometimes things happen in my life that crumble out of control, and I'm back to where I started. I feel very alone. Living
And knowing that I'll get over it because I have in the past makes you a whole lot stronger. And I get it, guys. If you're in middle school and you're like, dude, I want to fucking kill myself. I get it. I really get it. And it's depressing that I do. And I'm not going to be that asshole because I had people tell me all the time, you're too young to understand what depression is. Bet. Just bet I don't. And I think that's a problem. I get it. And I hate the middle schoolers at my school. Like, they piss me the hell off, but I get it. I do. Because I was in their shoes. I wasn't that crazy. Because they talk about having fake sex on the bus. I was like, oh, I won't leave. But yeah, so importance. I feel like that's important. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just so emotional about this. This is a very emotional topic for me. So, the reason that I think this is so important is because I have quite a few friends who suffer from depression, but more than anything, I've met some people who have managed to change my life in ways that I didn't believe was, like, manageable. You know, not manageable, but, like, possible. These people were my saving grace. Like, I made a best friend out of one of these people, and they stayed up with me night in and night out, talking me out of bad stuff, guys, for real. And I miss them so much. And I remember when I was in 8th grade, yeah, shit's bad, man. I have sticky glue on my makeup, so I'm also kind of sad about that. But anyways, I was in 8th grade. My friend had thought it was it. That was it. He couldn't take it anymore. I don't even remember why. But he sat there and he was like, I'm done. And he went into the bathroom and he was cutting himself with scissors. And I hope he doesn't mind me telling this story. I think he's even subscribed to me, but I just wanted to know how much I love him. Sorry guys, I'm gonna look up my mirrors above me. But he was cutting himself and I went to tell my teacher, who was an asshole. If I could ever see him again, I would just be like, you are such an asshole, I hate you. There was many reasons I hated that teacher. But I was like, this isn't working. And I kept having guys go in there that were my other friends, and please get him out of there, please. I can't see that, I can't stand, I couldn't be in there, I couldn't help him. And I felt so powerless. So we went and got our principal. And it was handled the wrong way completely. He was threatened to be expelled for what he did, and I don't approve of how it was handled. He ended up going to rehab, and rehab was even worse for him because the rehab center out here aren't good. And he came back, and he started to get better. But I know that it wasn't always better for him, you know? Like, it was still shitty some days. And that's how it was for a while, you know? He struggled, and then he would get better, he would get worse. He would self-harm, he would get better, get worse. And I understand that depression is like walking a tightrope, and your friends and the people who never have it will never understand. One of my worst things that I have people say to me is, I'll come to them and say, they're like, are you okay? I'm like, I'm really feeling depressed, I'm really needing somebody. And they're like, why are you depressed? That is my least favorite thing. That's like asking someone, why do you have a cold? And I know that that's something hard to understand for people who don't have depression. I'm sure that people watching this are like, the fuck? But I get it, I do, from both ends, you know? It's hard to believe in something that you don't have yourself, you know? It's like Christians and atheists. Oh god, I don't wanna. But yeah. And I remember the same friend, we were sitting on the bus, and he pulled out a razor blade, and I'm gonna try to show you guys. And he said, I can't take it anymore. He was sitting next to me. And I was powerless, and I couldn't do it. And I pulled it out of his hand. I ended up cutting my own hand, and I had to get stitches, but I was able to get it away from him. And I felt powerless, though, for a while, because he overpowered me, and I have another friend of mine that was a guy help me get it off of him. So yeah, and yeah. I've had a lot of friends go through a lot of shit. And depression isn't even always showed through self-harm, it's showed through doing drugs or overworking yourself, because you can be a workaholic and you don't even know it. So, another sad story, and I know I'm just like going on all these sad rants, but another sad story is there's this guy, and I'm praying for him right now. If you guys are Christians, or if you even believe a little bit of God, please pray for my friend, who is very depressed, and he's so depressed and he won't get help for it. And I beg you guys, if you are feeling sad, if you are feeling depressed, please talk to a doctor, talk to your parent, talk to someone that you trust, because I don't want to lose anybody. And you all matter. Every one, last one of you matters so much. You don't even know it. I know how you feel, because I felt like that when I was growing up. I felt like, no, I'm a piece of shit. That's it, man. That's all there is to it. I am a piece of shit. No one wants me. It doesn't matter who says they want me, but I swear to God that somebody wants you in this world and you might not have even met them yet. So give yourself time to meet them. But please, give yourself time to meet them. So I'm gonna do 2 sad stories and I'm gonna talk to you guys again and then probably go. But, we're gonna do makeup awkwardly. I would like to cut this part out. So my friend that I asked you guys to pray for, he's a workaholic and he's depressed and he drinks. Okay, and that's not the sad part, I get it. He fell apart and he has this girlfriend, well, not anymore, but he has this girlfriend. And she's 6 weeks pregnant with his baby. And he's freaking out at her, he can't be with her. And I know how she feels because she just wants someone to talk to. She just needs somebody more than ever. And he won't seek help out because he's afraid of what people might think. And I just wish it was different for him because I care about the person a lot. Alright, so yeah. And I just, if you guys are feeling depressed, if you have any symptoms, please see somebody for help. It's important for you guys. I want everyone to feel happy. And I know that meds aren't the way to go because all my life I have felt like a pack of pills because of what I do. And it sucks. I get it. But why feel depressed when you can feel happy? Even if it's just for a short while. My glasses are so dirty. That's lit. Oh god. Okay. But, what's more, like, most important, just please, guys. So, the last story, I want to tell you about this little girl who was growing up. And I've known her quite well my whole life. And one night, she was in middle school, and everybody was bullying her because she had this lesbian haircut. And she wasn't the most attractive girl in the world, you know? And everybody picked on her, even her best friends did, because they wanted to be popular. And one night when it all fell apart, that little girl decided to take her life. She failed, but to be left with scars permanently tattooed on her leg. All her life she has had people comment on them, telling her to quit, not do it again, or that they are ugly, not beautiful, and why she did it was wrong. But that little girl will never cover up those scars, because she knows that they show that she made it. She made it through hell and she came back. And I beg you guys, if you're in a bad place right now, please think about your future. Please think about your children that you're not gonna have one day. My goal, my future goal in my life, and this is so dumb, is to hold my baby in my arms and look at it with my husband and know damn well it's safe. And I'll never have to go through anything I ever went through. Because I want to give my child enough love that I never got. You know, guys, it's really embarrassing, but it's something I want more than I want anything in this life. So, think about your future kids. Think about your future job, your wife, your kids, your car. Don't throw that away because someone called you something. Don't throw that away because everything feels empty right now, because think about that time when everything's not gonna feel so damn empty. It's gonna feel so much fuller when you have a family and when you have people around you that love you. You're a kid. If you're a kid right now going through shit, man, it ends. It really ends. You just gotta hold on, and I'll hold on with you. Because I know, I do, and I'm in that place right now, and I'm not promising it's gonna go away permanently, because you're gonna have your ups and downs. Life is a shit-ass roller coaster, especially in this day and age. But please hold on. And if you don't feel like you can hold on alone right now, here are some links, some people to talk to. Please don't do it, guys. You are strong, independent people. You are beautiful. You are handsome. I don't care what people say. You are loved. You are important to someone. I want you to think about your mother. She carried you for 9 months. I don't care if she's crap to you. Because my mom's not the best person in the world, but she carried me for 9 months through excruciating pain, just so I could be born. Through stretch marks and vomiting. And then to find out, for me, I had my umbilical wrapped around my neck, and to find out that maybe none of that was worth it because I might have already passed away in her stomach. Pretty tough. And go through the pain of labor. Even if it's C-section, it hurts. And to do that for someone is so amazing, even if you're a shitty person. Just remember, one day you're gonna have your future. You're gonna be on top of the world, no matter what. And no boyfriend, no ex-girlfriend is gonna stand in your way, even if they dump you right now. Who cares? Because one day you're gonna look back and say, I'm glad I had that memory.